All right. Are we ready, kids? Aye, aye, Captain. I can't freaking hear you. Oh, okay, yeah. Hello, everybody. I'm just trying to make sure everything looks good. But yeah, guys, how are we all doing? Oh my god. It is time for the news. I've been going at church camp the last 2 weeks, by the way, Christian. Oh, dang, okay. Hello, EastEVR. But yeah. Yeah, man, ugh. Today's been kind of busy for me because, well, I guess not, like, so many weird things are happening, right? Like, so many weird things are happening in life right now. Like, for example, this mouse is not working right, and still, yeah. And also, I just just about an hour ago, finished watching Captain America Brave New World. I finally saw that. I've been trying to catch up on some MCU films that I missed, because I feel like I have a future video idea that I'm going to try to do, and I also need to see, what is it? I also need to see Thunderbolts. And I don't know when I would ever be able to see Fantastic Four, but basically, sooner rather than later, I'm gonna do an MCU related video, and it's gonna be pretty cool, actually. Thoughts on Avatar: Fire and Ash? Potential to be one of the best of the franchise. Oh, we'll talk about that definitely. Yeah. Hold on, let me just. But yeah. Blue Moon trailer looks good. Oh yeah, I forgot that dropped. It's very interesting. They made Ethan Hawke look really tiny, and it's like kind of funny. Do you like Avatar 2? Oh yeah, I actually like Avatar The Way of Water significantly more than the first film. It's on now. Oh, hey, hello. Same with The Quiet Place Part 3 getting release date announced for July 9th, 2027. Ooh. Avatar Fire and Ash will probably be the last Oscar-nominated Avatar movie. Unless the last one, forgot if it's 5 or 6, is incredible. I mean, to be fair, they're all going to be nominated. At bare minimum, they're all going to be nominated for visual effects. But until I am proven wrong, I'm willing to say that it still gets nominated for Best Picture. Did you see F1? No. Is this that reorganizing the MCU video? Yes. If so, nice. Oh, yeah. What about F1 beating Sinners' box office? I don't think it matters in terms of the Oscars, but yeah. It did make more money, but I don't know if that means too much to me. I did not realize there was one battle after another trailer. Had to take it out of Best Picture. Don't really think it looks Oscar-y. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's a film that could easily slip out of the 10. But, however, a lot of the other options mean I have 3 movies from a studio getting into Best Picture, which is not happening, so it's just chaotic. Honestly, if Avatar gets in Best Picture this time, I wonder if it could win sound, since nothing at the moment feels right as a winner. I think Sinners feels right as a winner easily. It's a music movie, and it has guns. Well, I don't know about guns, but, it's action sequences and music. I don't see why it wouldn't win sound. That's the one thing where I'm just everyone just seems so sure that Sinners can't win sound, when I'm it really could. What's more likely? Wicked 2 gets in Best Picture over Avatar 3, or they both get in? I think maybe the more likely option is that they both get in, probably. I've rewatched Naked Gun 25. It's gone from 4 stars to 3 stars. Oh, dang, okay. How many blockbusters are you thinking could be Oscar players in terms of above the line? How many? blockbusters usually get into Best Picture. I mean, I don't know. There's usually like maybe like one or two a year. But in terms of above the line, are we talking about like films like that still get into Best Picture but miss director and stuff? I mean, because like that could be Avatar, Fire and Ash, but it's not going to get anything else but like Best Picture and a few texts. Whereas Sinners is definitely going to get above the line potential. Is going to get above the line stuff. I don't know if I feel like there hasn't been as much hype for the sound in Sinners. It's my favorite of the year. I just don't know if it stood out to me in the way that other sound winners usually do. But like, there's not really a lot of other options that are in Best Picture. And the thing is, I can't really predict Avatar to win sound because none of the other two movies won sound. Even the first one lost sound to The Hurt Locker. So I feel like Sinners just does make more sense. And the thing is, it doesn't have to be just about sound effects and stuff. It's also about the sound mixing. And the sound mixing in Sinners is fantastic. Wicked 2 test screenings are allegedly happening at the moment. Huh. Still excited for one battle after another. Whether it's an Oscar play or not, I just feel it speaks out about the future of Gen Z and current politics, but also feel like something new for PTA. I don't know. I don't know. I have to see how that's going. I hope Brand New Day is great. There hasn't been a good comic book movie for me since Deadpool 3. Not even Superman? Not even Superman or I mean, like I haven't seen Fantastic Four yet, but people seem to like Fantastic Four. But it's like, you got like I thought Superman was great. Haven't seen Fantastic Four yet. All right. Wouldn't that be more of a reason since it wouldn't be more of the same? I'm not sure what you're talking about. So that they just don't have to always win visual effects and nothing else. But they could just do that. But again, the fact that, wouldn't that be more of a reason since it wouldn't be more of the same? But it's like, it is more of the same with Avatar. It is the same kind of sound effects we're seeing from Avatar. It is basically the same, so they're going to go for something. And if neither of the movies won Best Sound, then they're going to give it to something else. Does Accident have to be in director or international for picture? Because at this point, a film gets in the Best Picture with just screenplay, and one battle after another is going to flop. I do think Accident does need to have director or international feature. I mean, really, it's going to get nominated for international feature as long as, is it France? I think it's France. As long as France takes it and submits it. It's either France or Germany, I'm not sure. But like, as long as the country that is partly responsible for the production of the film, as long as they submit it, it's gonna get nominated. Like that's gonna be fine. Sort of like how Seed of the Sacred Fig, was up in the air as to whether or not it was going to get an international feature nomination, but Germany ended up submitting it. If Accident doesn't get a director and just gets original screenplay and international, could it still get into picture? It probably could. Yeah, I could maybe see that. But yeah, guys. Okay, France or Luxembourg can submit Accident. Okay, Luxembourg is probably not going to do it, so we have to rely on France. France could probably do it. I mean, they don't really have a lot else going on. So unless they want to be stupid, then France can probably submit Accident, and as long as France submits it, it's going to get nominated. Like, that'll be fine. But also, guys, I will say, before we get into the news, I do want to let you guys know that apparently there's like a new thing, a new feature for live streams where we can have a super chat goal. We could set super chat goals in chat. So, what I might try to do right now is see if we can hit 5 super chats. And yeah, if we can hit 5 super chats in 2 hours. Hold on. So how about that? What if we do that? You know, if we are able to set a goal, I have not set the goal yet, but I'm thinking about setting a goal for 5 super chats in about 2 hours. A good way to start the stream, to start this whole idea off. And let's go. So, alright, we have a goal created. Can we hit 5 super chats in 2 hours? Can we actually pull it off? We shall see. We shall see. But anyway, guys, let's start with some of the... Ooh. Oh, wait. What do you mean, wait? But yeah, let's take a look at some of... Hold on a second. Let me just look for this stuff. Can you tell I did not prepare ahead of time? Oh my god. Hold on, I gotta look for... Alright, let's start this off with Avatar Fire and Ash. Alright, we saw the new trailer, or at least they released the first teaser for Avatar Fire and Ash. And I'm very curious. Like, hold on. Yeah, let me just, Yeah. Alright, yeah, here we go. We got our first teaser for Avatar Fire and Ash. And my god, I gotta say, it's really fascinating to see. Like, we get a little bit, like, we're seeing some evil Na'vi. We're seeing, obviously, some amazing visual effects that are probably only going to look even better when the film eventually comes out. But yeah, like I'm really interesting to see. It's really interesting to see like where everything is kind of going right now, if that kind of makes sense. But yeah, like I don't really have too much to say. It looks like we're gonna be getting some more complicated character stuff with like Quaritch, I think. But yeah. I am very curious about where this film is going. Let's see what you guys have to say. Is Avatar going to be Avatar Earth and Rock? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that would be all... It would be funny if they just continued, like, all the Avatar elements, you know, from the fucking cartoon. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's wrong? What's going... Why is my screen geeking out right now? Crazy that they started shooting this in 2017. Did they actually start shooting this in 2017? I have no idea. I did not have any idea. Avatar 3 is going to be an Oscar winner, no questions asked. I mean, it probably might win visual effects. I mean, as long as like either it is in Best Picture or it is not. Or if it is not in Best Picture, then like as long as like there are no Best Picture films in visual effects, I feel like yeah, this would definitely win visual effects. It looks like a production. Are you talking about like production design? Maybe, but at the same time, I don't know. Sequels don't really win production design. That's the other thing. They don't really go for sequels in this category. Zoe Saldana could become the highest-grossing female actor ever if Avatar 3 grosses $1 billion. I mean, let's face it, when Avatar 3 grosses $2 billion, like, this movie's gonna make a lot of money. It's gonna make a lot of money. I mean, I did not think Avatar The Way of Water was gonna make $2 billion. Boy, howdy was I wrong. But then again, though, I guess you could maybe make an argument that at that point, Avatar The Way of Water was a legacy sequel. So I'm not so sure about this one. Will it make more than The Way of Water? Probably not. It's probably not going to make more than The Way of Water. But it's probably still going to make a lot of money. I really don't think anything would beat this for visual effects, even if it was against a Best Picture nominee. I don't know, like, if there's one thing the Godzilla Minus One year taught me, it's that they will not vote based on merit. They will vote on what's basically in Best Picture, or if it's not in Best Picture, what their favorite movie is. That's not in Best Picture. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, I like they don't really vote based on merit in this category. I thought they shot most of this the past 2 years. I don't know when they shot this, to be honest. I have no idea. And cinematography, I'm wondering if it could get nominated for cinematography, because the field is really weak right now. I'm wondering if that actually could happen. Because, like, 2022, there was so much competition. You know, I mean, look at the Oscar nominees. They had, what was it? All Quiet on the Western Front, Elvis, Empire of Light, Tar, and Bardo. And even then, the ASC also had Top Gun Maverick and The Batman. So it's like, that was a lot of competition. This year, there's not looking to be a lot of very strong competition in terms of cinematography. So I'm wondering if it could actually get nominated. The final Avatar movie, the fifth, is about to start filming. Ooh. If Avatar and Wicked coming out the same week, or is Avatar and Wicked coming out the same week? If so, what do you think will dominate the box office? Well, could it win at the Globes? Well, Avatar would demolish Wicked at the box office. I don't think they're coming out the same. No, because if I'm not mistaken, Wicked's coming out in November. You know, I think Wicked's coming out in November, and Avatar's coming around the end of December. So, like, it's probably like I don't know, like it's like even if they were to come out the same weekend or whatever, like Avatar would still destroy Wicked at the box office. Like the first Wicked, I don't even think made like $700 million. Like Avatar 2 still made $2 billion. Like it's made a lot. AJ, yo, Christian, what's up? I hope you're doing well. Oh, thank you so much, AJ. I'm not gonna lie, things are still looking not great. But, you know, yeah. The average audience loves Pandora. I would agree with that. VFX usually has an expected winner. This is the expected winner. Not always. It's not always an expected winner. You know, look at, again, look at the Godzilla Minus One year. No one knew what was happening that year. And then there was also, let's see. Oh yeah, there was also the the 1917 year. Like that year was so crazy with visual effects, and what really should have been the least, likely film to win visual effects ended up winning visual effects. But again, because it was the most liked film in the category, 1917. And then before that, people didn't know what was going on. People were like, oh, Black Panther is going to win visual effects because it's going to be in Best Picture. But then it doesn't even get nominated. So it's like, okay, maybe Infinity War wins, but then it turns out First Man's the winner. And then there was also the, Blade Runner 2049 year. People were and I still remember, the final predictions on Gold Derby for 2017 still said that War for the Planet of the Apes was going to win visual effects. But I was like, nah, they're gonna go for Blade Runner 2049, and yet they did. So it's like there are quite a few, and also let's not even mention like the Ex Machina year. Like that was crazy. So like there are a handful of years where no one really knows what to do in visual effects. I know Jim probably won't get a Best Actor or Best Director Oscar nomination, but do you think he could get nominated at the Globes and Critics' Choice just like he did for The Way of Water? Especially if Critics' Choice has 10 director noms again. Critics' Choice, definitely. I don't know about the Golden Globes, because now we have the new Globes, and I don't know how much the new Globes are going to go for James Cameron here. I don't know. I think Wicked made about $740 million. Okay, yeah. If it did make that money, all right. I was a little bit off, but that's still a sneeze compared to what Avatar 2 made. So it's like, eh. Why do you have both Searchlight films in Best Picture? Not spamming, just typed wrong earlier. Sorry, I didn't see that. I guess. I feel like Searchlight. I have them both in because like it has happened before, and yeah, it has happened before. But it's also like I'm running out of options right now, so like I don't know what's going on, to be honest. Do you think Avatar 3 being roughly 3.5 hours long with no intermission will even slightly affect its box office? Not gonna lie, after watching the last one in theaters, I might wait to watch this one at home this time. They might, I don't know. Will it have an effect? Maybe, but will it be a significant effect? Probably not, because let's face it, people will watch Avatar. As long as the reviews are still strong, I think people are going to still demolish the Avatar box office once more. It would be interesting if the studio stopped submitting Avatar movies for the Visual Effects Award at the award shows, since Avatar Visual Effects has won so much already and they want to give someone else a chance. I don't like that idea at all, because I feel like the best of the best should win. And I don't really care how many times the Avatar team wins Best Visual Effects. If Avatar has the best visual effects of the year, then it should win. Like everyone else, it's just kind of like, well, get good, you know, like to put it in Gen Z terms. But it's I want, especially with the text, I want the best. I want the best to win. I don't really care about any other factors when it comes to some of these categories. So yeah, no, I want Avatar 2. I want Avatar 3 to win. Production design, again, not... again, I can't really say that it will win. I can't say that it will win because sequels don't really win production design. And the last one that did was Return of the King, but that was also like a complete Best Picture sweeper. So it's probably not going to happen. At least not in terms of a win. The nomination, sure, yeah, but not a win. If Avatar 3 wins visual effects, it'll be the 5th year in a row where the visual effects winner went to an adapted film, or film based on an existing character. Yeah, I mean, usually that happens. I mean, yeah. Let's see. For Best Picture, I keep swapping No Other Choice and Avatar. I'd probably go with Avatar because, if you're also, let's just, cause I don't know how many neon films you're predicting, but I can't put in No Other Choice because they're not gonna, they can't get 3 films in Best Picture. If you had to choose between F1, Roofman, and Caught Stealing, which one will win Best Picture? I guess maybe F1. Out of those 3, I mean, F1 because it has some level of prestige to it, but I don't think that's good. I think even that's very unlikely to be nominated for Best Picture. Who would you say is more likely to get a Best Director Oscar nom? Big Jim or Chew? I would probably say James Cameron because I have Avatar 3 in Best Picture and I don't have Wicked for Good in Best Picture, so that's my answer. How many Disney associated movies do you currently have predicted for Best Picture right now? I don't know. Hold on. I have Rental Family. I have Avatar Fire and Ash. I have Springsteen, and I have Is This Thing On? So 4, but also like 2 of those are 20th Century Fox and or 20th Century Studios, and the other 2 are Searchlight. So yeah. Godfather 2 is also a sequel to one production design, and that was 1980, so that's going way, way back. The first movie didn't win in that category either. Yeah, but it's like, I don't know. Is This Thing On is getting bad reviews? Could it really get a picture? The review, what do you mean reviews? The reviews are not out for Is This Thing On. So, I don't know what you mean by that. Yeah, there are no reviews for that movie. Wow, you have Cooper's movie in Best Picture. What nomination package do you have it getting in right now? I'm trying to see. Oh, wait, nope. I have Is This Thing On for picture, lead actress, supporting actor, and original screenplay. That's kind of where I have it right now. Not every Bradley Cooper directed film has to get a Best Picture nomination, but the previous 2 did, and I don't really see a reason to doubt it right now. So. But yeah, anyways, let's move on to the next subject of the show. All right, let's take a look at The Naked Gun, because now the reviews for the actual reviews for The Naked Gun are out. All right, they're out, and they are very strong. I must say, they are very strong. The Naked Gun is like one of my most anticipated films of the year. Also, I want to let you guys know that we have a goal set for 5 super chats in 2 hours. Can we hit that goal? We have an hour and 42 minutes left to go to reach 5 super chats. All we need is just 5 people to send in 1, and that's it. And we can hit the goal for today. Can we hit 5 super chats? It doesn't even matter how much the super chat is, but can we hit it? That's the thing. And so yeah, I'm really excited for The Naked Gun. It has a 90% Rotten Tomatoes, one of the better reviewed big screen comedies in recent years. That is amazing. And it has an average rating of 7.4 out of 10 on Rotten Tomatoes. Not bad, not bad. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm really excited for this. I really, really want to see The Naked Gun. It looks really funny. I really, really do want to see it. But and the fact that it's getting very good reviews, I really hope this movie succeeds at the box office. Oh, with Liam, and the critics' consensus says, with Liam Neeson's gravelly gravitas proving to be a perfect fit for Frank Drebin's deadpan buffoonery, The Naked Gun revives the original trilogy's daffy sense of humor like it never went out of style. And that's one thing I've been seeing. It's that people are saying that it is just balls to the wall goofy and crazy, which is exactly what I want a film like this to be. I want this to be silly. I want this to be ridiculous and have crazy visual gags and stuff. I really want to see this so bad. I really want to see it. Could it be in Critics' Choice Award Best Comedy category? Oh yeah, definitely. It's going to get nominated. Hell, I actually do think Liam Neeson's going to get nominated for the Comedy Musical Actor Golden Globe. I mean, hell, depending on how the category shakes out, it might get nominated. We'll have to see. I mean, they don't really go for straightforward comedies, but Liam Neeson's gonna get nominated here. You bet your ass it's gonna do that. And again, I really hope this movie succeeds. I hope this movie succeeds and does well at the box office so that we get more movies like this. I have it in adapted screenplay right now. Whoa. I have no other choice. As a 90%, it's bringing back spoof. WGA could be responsible for its Oscar nomination. I don't know about that because it's also not at all close to Best Picture. That's the thing. Like, screenplay movies usually are like somewhere close in Best Picture. And I do think the Writers Guild will nominate this movie, but keep in mind the Writers Guild Awards, like, it can get nominated there because, one, Writers Guild likes comedies, but also there are so many ineligibilities at the Writers Guild Awards to where it's like a movie like this can get nominated. I don't think this is going to get the Oscar nomination. I would love it if it did, but it's probably not going to do that. Is your gun naked, Mr. Cast? Hey, ZJ13 Goat, ZJ13 Goat, what are you doing? What are your thoughts on all that's going on with Paramount and Skydance right now? Paramount is acting like a bunch of little whiny bitches right now. And it's like, the fact that they're just caving into Donald Trump is so stupid. It's like, oh my god. And the fact that they're going to lean more towards conservative politics, it's like, this is an oligarchy. Like Bernie. Yo, ZJ13 Goat! Thank you so much for the super chat. Oh my god, we've got one. Now we have only 4 more to go in the span of 1 hour and 38 minutes. Can we hit 4 more super chats? Oh my god, thank you so much. But yeah, I don't like the direction that Paramount's going in right now. I think we're heading towards a dark time in our country. A really dark time. Let's see. Do you think if it's strong the whole season, it could get nominated for musical comedy feature? If it does it make you more confident in an Oscar screenplay nom? I don't know. I don't, like, even if it got nominated for Best Picture musical or comedy, I still wouldn't think The Naked Gun would get into Best Picture at the Oscars or like Best Adapted Screenplay at the Oscars because, you know, look at Spy. Like, Spy was nominated for Best Picture musical or comedy at the Golden Globes. But that was definitely not in Best Picture, and it didn't get any Oscar nominations. It can get nominated for the musical comedy Golden Globe if there's, like, not a lot of big competition. But I guess it would also depend on, like, how well it does at the box office in terms of, you know, what it could do. If I could donate 50 cents, I'd do 2 super chats, 25 cents, and I'd do 4 super chats. Oh. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think... Again, I feel like it would be too cool for the Oscars to actually nominate The Naked Gun for Best Adapted Screenplay. That might be asking too much of them. If you can, donate $1. Exactly! We just need 4 more people to donate $1 in the super chat, in the super chats. And if you're able to do that, again, we can hit our goal, and it does help the channel a lot. And I'm assuming it would help with analytics as well. So, hey. This is an oligarchy, but I'm a complete Antichrist? I'm not sure what you mean. Liam Neeson could get comedy Golden Globe. Do you think Sinners could go comedy? I do think Liam Neeson, regardless of whether or not The Naked Gun gets into Best Picture musical or comedy, Liam Neeson's going to get nominated for Best Actor in a musical or comedy. I think he will get nominated. But, like, that's the thing. I'm wondering if Sinners could go for a musical or comedy, because you could sort of say it's like a musical. And if it does that, it might actually win the category at the Golden Globes. It might win. Or, like, Sinners could win that. That'd be interesting. If it gets the musical comedy Golden Globe nomination, it could be 25 in Best Picture. At least number 10 for screenplay, adapted screenplay. I mean, that would be crazy if that actually did happen. That would be crazy if it actually managed to pull that off. Mr. Cass, I saw The Naked Gun today, and it was very good and very funny. Oh my god, I really want to see The Naked Gun so bad. The Naked Gun looks so... I want to support a good spoof movie in theaters. Like, no more... buy Friedberg and Seltzer. Buy! No more of your disaster movie bullshit. I really hope we can get some... I really hope this succeeds so we can get more spoof comedies. Good ones. Like, good ones that are released in theaters. If Sinners and Sentimental Value both go comedy, we could possibly have 9 comedies and 1 drama. Oh. Yeah, that's the category placement's really going to be fascinating. Also, not gonna lie, I'm kind of wondering. Like, let me look at the Golden Globes, like the Community Golden Globe predictions on Award Expert. Because everyone's thinking, okay, people are thinking that Sinners is in drama, but if you wanted to go musical or comedy, there's plenty of room if like if they wanted Michael B. Jordan to win. Because really his biggest competition would be George Clooney. I don't know what Marty Supreme's going to be. I don't know what Rental Family's going to be. But like Michael B. Jordan could maybe have a chance against these guys. He might actually have a chance. So we'll have to see. What's your predicted Golden Globe comedy actor lineup? I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm not exactly sure. I have not thought that far ahead yet. Oh yeah, nothing can convey the grimness of disaster movie, which would be the worst movie ever if it was actually a movie at all. Oh boy, wait, I just realized, did you watch Eddie's video? Did you watch Eddie's video, Eddie Boley? Because I remember like in his spoof movie video. That sounds very familiar. In 1965, 4 of the 5 Best Picture nominees were comedies and only 1 was drama. A similar argument could be said that 4 of the 5 1966 nominees were comedies. Oh. Comedy should be Rental Family, Begonia, Wicked, J. Kelly, Sinners, Sentimental Value, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, and The Testament of Ann Lee. Sorry, Wake Up Dead Man. Doesn't seem like you're getting in this time. Wait. Rental Family, Begonia, Wicked, J. Kelly, Sinners, Sentimental Value, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Ann Lee. That's 9 movies, though. The Golden Globes only have 6 in the category. They only have 6. George Clooney has had a narrative to win a lead actor Oscar for Up in the Air and Descendants, but he ultimately lost. He could have that same narrative again this year and actually win. Again, it really depends, because it's also not the same Golden Globes as it used to be. I'm going out now. See y'all. Goodbye, Adam. Goodbye. But yeah. I rewatched Vampires Suck a few days ago. Strangely, I still liked it. I need to rewatch Vampires Suck, because I feel like that's a movie that would have some jokes that are funny and some jokes that are not. Like, I remember there was like that one gag where like it's the werewolf dudes and they're coming up and they're like snarling at the one vampire guy, and then they go and they goes, "It's raining man, hallelujah, it's raining man," and like they start dancing, and then the vampire goes, "Please," and then he goes, and then the werewolf goes, "Get him, girls," and they go, "Ah," and then start eating him. Like, that was funny, but then there's other really stupid jokes where Edward is like just watching Bella as she sleeps, which would be funny as a gag on its own, because it's kind of creepy that he's just watching this girl sleep and just barged in. I think that would have been the setup for a joke enough, but no, what do? They have her fart, and he goes, oh, and then he like trips and falls out the window. It's like, come on, man. There was a perfect gag right there, and you squandered it with a fart joke? Come on. What are you drinking? Ice water. Naked Gun is number 22 for adapted screenplay, according to award expert. Again, I don't think it's going to get nominated, but I can see it getting a Writers Guild nomination. A Writers Guild nomination is probably imminent. It's probably imminent, if I'm going to be honest. Honestly, wait, hold on a second. Let me do that. Wait, I just realized. Ah, no! Award expert doesn't have Writers Guild nominations open. No! Oh man, I want to get ahead on predicting the Naked Gun for adapted screenplay of the Writers Guild Awards. Ah! And if that did happen, that would leave the drama category with potentially between Springsteen and Frankenstein, which would be so barren. I don't know if it's going to be like that, but we'll see. What movie could be nominated for just screenplay and best picture, if not one battle after another? Train Dreams? Oh, is this thing on? I'm trying to remember what I do have. Because I think it is let me look. Honestly, one battle after another. Oh wait, you already said one battle after another. Maybe is this thing on? But again, it could get some acting nominations. We'll see. If all the other adapted screenplay contenders like Will Tracy, PTA, Zhao, slap someone as precursor before Oscar nomination voting's open, Naked Gun could get in. That is true. That is true. Just watched KPop Demon Hunters and thought it was amazing. Also, watch out for a Critics' Choice win in animated feature. See, that is interesting, because Critics' Choice is going to be first, so it could probably help get the ball rolling for KPop Demon Hunters. But again, I'm scared. I am scared that I need to see if it'll get the Golden Globe and BAFTA nominations. If it doesn't get Golden Globe and BAFTA, it is screwed, because it's most certainly going to get nominated at the Critics' Choice Awards and the Annies, but they need to. I need to see support from the old people. If you could subject any directors to medieval torture devices, which would you choose? Well, I don't know. Maybe Dinesh D'Souza, because like a lot of other directors like Friedberg and Seltzer, you know. Like, their movies are bad, but they're not, like, actively making the world worse for it. Dinesh D'Souza actually does, like, you know, create propaganda, dangerous propaganda. And, you know, whoever directed Unplanned, sure. Just a lot of maybe, like, a lot of conservative filmmakers that make propaganda films. So, yeah. Could Pamela Anderson get Best Musical Comedy Actress? Ooh, maybe. Wait, you might be onto something. And also, she did just get nominated for the Drama Actress Globe for The Last Showgirl. Honestly, not crazy. That's not a crazy idea. Because, like, yeah. Like, I could see her getting in over Olivia Colman for The Roses, or Emma Mackey or actually, I don't know. Maybe not Ella McKay, but, like, I could maybe see her getting in over Dakota Johnson. So, maybe. Anyone spare $1? I mean, hey, look, guys. We have one super chat right now. Can we hit the other 4? We have an hour and 25 minutes until the goal ends. Can we get 4 more super chats? Even if it's just $1, it does help. Let's see if we can get that in. I wish there was a way to actually have, you know, have this be like a window that I could have like just like, you know, popped up here. If Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson both get Golden Globe nominations, it'll be locked for adapted screenplay, if not picture. I would not say so because, like, you know, look at The Menu. The Menu got nominated for lead actor and lead actress, or like actor and actress, you know, musical comedy Globe nominations, and that film didn't get into original screenplay. So it's like, I think it will show there's some support, but again, I just feel like the Academy is going to be pretty cold towards a spoof comedy like this. Hold on. But like I said, guys, like the super chat goal is still open. But yeah, let's get on to the next subject, shall we? Because we still got a lot to do. Ooh, okay. Hold on a second. Let me find Matt Neglia's Twitter. Because the Academy... The cat, like... Yeah, the Academy has elected a new president. For, yeah, they have a new president for their Academy. Let me just go in and see. Where is it? Oh, okay, there it is. Yeah. Yeah, the Academy has elected a new president. And she is what is it? Lynette Howell Taylor. She is the new president of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Scientists. Sciences, I should say, not scientists. Yeah. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm cautiously optimistic. Because I feel like Janet Yang was a very good Academy president. I thought she did a very good job making sure that all of the categories were introduced, or like all the categories were presented in the live show. And not only that, she was able to get in two casting, two new categories with casting and stunt design. And like that was insane what she was able to do. So I'm really hoping Lynette Howell Taylor applies those same principles in trying to move the Academy forward instead of bending to the whims of Disney and ABC. Hello. Christian for Academy president. Oh. What happened to the last president? I don't think anything happened to her. I think like her term as president is just coming to a close. I think that's kind of how democracy works, or at least it's how it should work. Imagine Liam Neeson gets BAFTA, and as you can see, Awards Guy is using the a little Hannahcast emoji, which you can get by becoming a member. For $2 a month, you get members only like loyalty badges, members only emojis, members only videos, members shout out to the end of my videos, early access to Oscar predictions videos, and members only live chats every week. So consider becoming a member. It really means a lot. But like I said, if you can't do that, then consider just sending in a super chat. All we need. Oh, and look at that. AJ is putting in all of those little emojis. These are all the emojis you can get. For some reason, the little green Hannahcast, and also the freaking pickle cast. They're keyed out by the green, it seems. But yeah, guys, consider becoming members. And like I said, consider sending super chats. We have 4 more to go. And the goal ends in an hour and 19 minutes. Can we hit 4 more super chats? Can we? Let's go. Elizabeth Tennyson. Oh wait. Oh, that's just a. Oh, I guess the pickle is still. Yeah, I guess the pickle is still. But that's not the pickle cast. That's not the pickle cast. But yeah. I'm not like, let's see. What is it? Any changes you think Taylor could bring in? I'm not sure. I don't know that much about her. Let's actually take a look at the, let's actually take a look at the article from Next Best Picture, shall we? Hold on a second. Okay. Producer Lynette Howell Taylor has been elected president of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences by the organization's Board of Governors. Also elected to the 2025-2026 officer positions by the board, Leslie Barber from the music branch as vice president, Jennifer Fox from the producers branch as vice president, Simon Kilmurray from the documentary branch, vice president and treasurer, Lou Diamond Phillips from the actors branch as vice president, and Howard A. Rodman from the writers branch as vice president and secretary. Lynette has been a vital part of the Academy Board of Governors for many years, most recently revitalizing our awards work as chair of the board's awards committee. So I look forward to working with her as our new Academy president, as well as these incredibly dedicated and strategic board officers. This is an exceptional group of Academy members who will advance the Academy's mission, support our membership around the world, ensure our long-term financial stability, and celebrate the achievements of the global filmmaking community, said Academy CEO Bill Kramer. Howell Taylor is beginning her first term as president during her second term as a governor representing the producers branch. She previously served for 3 years as vice president and chairs of the awards committee. Barber and Rodman were re-elected as officers. It will be the first officer stint for Fox, Kilmurray, and Phillips. An Academy member since 2014, Howell Taylor has produced more than 25 films in the last 20 years, including A Star is Born, which received 8 Oscar nominations and earned her a Best Picture nomination. Her film credits include The Accountant 2, The Accountant, Captain Fantastic, Big Eyes, The Place Beyond the Pines, Blue Valentine, Hef Nelson, and the upcoming feature, Roofman. She also produced the 92nd Oscars show with Stephanie Elaine for 2020, for which she was nominated for an Emmy. The Academy board members may serve up to two Academy board members may serve up to 2 3-year terms, consecutive or non-consecutive, followed by a 2-year hiatus, after which eligibility renews up for 2 additional 3-year terms for a lifetime maximum of 12 years. Officers serve 1-year terms with a maximum of 4 consecutive years in any one office. The Board of Governors sets the Academy's strategic vision, preserves the organization's financial health, and assures the fulfillment of its mission. So yeah. I'm really hoping this Janet Yang, I feel like, did a great job with her term as president. Again, adding in 2 new categories, which is insane, and keeping all the categories in the live show. I really hope, Lynette, follows that lead and sticks to the principles of what the Academy Awards should be. So, yeah. You think she'll add any new categories? Well, here's the thing. It's not ultimately up to her, but I feel like I don't think it's ultimately up to the president. Or at the very least, but I feel like... I'm assuming it's sort of like how U.S. presidents can help get things done, but they also need to make sure Congress can work together. I don't know exactly how much it is, but I'm not really sure what it is, but I think ultimately there's probably some power in that, but I think there's also helping getting the ball moving to make sure the other governors can agree to the new categories and all that. So we'll have to see how all that goes. At this point, any movie without a trailer, I don't have hope in, other than Rental Family. That movie is a 5-star masterpiece. I wouldn't say that. I mean, because let's face it, there's also I think that's a little bit too early to say, because there's a lot of movies where we don't have the trailers until later on. For example, The Zone of Interest didn't have a trailer until very later on in the year. So I don't know. What awards show is least important? Do you think of in terms of wins and stuff? I don't know. Maybe the Kids' Choice Awards, because it literally is just a big commercial where the winners are determined ahead of time. So probably the Kids' Choice Awards. I think we need an asterisk prediction template on Award Expert. I don't know. We'll have to see. What, in your opinion, is the best international English language film? I mean, if that's the case, then technically British movies would count. But I don't know. It's kind of a hard question. Where are we at now with the super chats? We're still at only 1. We still only have 1. And the goal ends in 1 hour and 12 minutes. Can we hit the goal? Can we hit the goal? At least hit the like button so we can get the video spreading around. I mean, out of the BAFTAs, Critics' Choice, Golden Globes, Academy, PGA, DGA, I don't know. That's a hard question to ask. I mean, back in the day, I would have said the Golden Globes, but the Golden Globes have really changed in the last couple of years. They've really changed things up a lot. And even the Critics' Choice Awards have gotten a little bit better because they've moved a lot of the genre categories out of their show. And now they just exist in the Critics' Choice Super Awards, so I'm not sure. But yeah, guys, what are your thoughts? We're gonna try to move on to another subject, but what are your thoughts on Lynette Howell Taylor being elected the president of Academy Motion Picture Arts and Sciences? And how do you think she's going to affect the Academy Awards as a whole? Let me know in the comments below what you think, and yeah. Anyway, guys, let's get on to a new subject. As we know, the Social Network is getting a sequel, The Social Network is getting a sequel. And it's getting interesting because like David Fincher is not coming back to direct. It's going to be written and directed by Aaron Sorkin. But the thing is, I don't even know if you could call it a Social Network sequel, because one of the big bombshells that dropped yesterday was that Jesse Eisenberg is not returning as Mark Zuckerberg. And I'm like, what? Like, he's not returning? Why would he, like, why? And I'm not gonna lie, it's making me really question, like, what kind of movie this actually is. Because it's like, it's clearly not a sequel anymore now that, you know, Mark Zuckerberg isn't playing him anymore, but it's just weird, you know? Jesse Eisenberg is busy with the musical he's directing with Paul Giamatti. I mean, well, then I would say wait. You know, wait for him to finish, you know? It's like, it's just weird, you know? It's just, like, it's just, and apparently they're looking at getting, you know, they're looking at getting Jeremy Strong to play Mark Zuckerberg. But again, I'm just kind of like, you know, like Jesse Eisenberg was kind of perfect casting as Mark Zuckerberg. Like, he was like actually like very, very like perfect casting, and he's not even gonna play him anymore. This is just, again, it's just strange. I don't get it. Honestly, after the whole Critics' Choice Award thing, I've kind of soured on... CAA thing. CAA? I've kind of soured on Aaron Sorkin, and I used to defend him for years. Like, I was that one guy saying Film Twitter was too harsh on Chicago 7. Oh, CAA, the agency. I mean, I still... I think I know what you're saying. Like, he didn't support the Writers Guild strike, which I think was really stupid. And and I still think his movies were good. Like, I still think Trial of the Chicago 7 is a great film. But yeah, I'm not, like, I don't know why Aaron Sorkin just because I'm willing to bet his justification is like, well, I mean, I don't need it. But it's like, it's obviously not you. You don't need it because, you know, you're Aaron Sorkin, and you're like you're like maybe the most well-known screenwriter out there. I mean, or at least one of them at least. But it's like, you know, it's not like the Writers Guild strike is not about you. It's about like the millions of writers that don't have, you know, that don't make as much money as you. I just don't understand that. Jesse declined the role because he doesn't want to be associated with Mark Zuckerberg anymore, and I totally understand he doesn't want to be typecast. I don't know if it's typecast if it's a sequel, so it's like, I don't know what role is Mikey Madison being looked at to play? Let's see. I think it should say somewhere. Okay, yeah. If deals close, the leads of The Social Network 2 would be Mikey Madison as Francis Haugen, the whistleblower who disclosed Facebook's documents in 2021, and Jeremy Allen White as Jeff Horwitz, the reporter who led the breaking of the Facebook files. So I think there's your answer right there, I think. Have you seen Clue? The best film ever. No, I have not seen Clue. Shame, because I do like this cast. I mean, the cast looks really cool. Again, it's just weird. It's like just not even having Jesse Eisenberg on board anymore. It's like, eh. Mikey Madison and Jeremy Allen White met with Aaron Sorkin, but a formal offer hasn't been made because Sony hasn't greenlit it yet. Hasn't officially greenlit it yet. I mean, yeah, but if this does get greenlit, they're probably going to be on board. Will The Social Network 2 be an Oscar contender? See, I'm curious. Maybe, I mean, because, like, Aaron's, as long as it gets very strong reviews, because obviously, you know, because, like, Being the Ricardos didn't have, like, the greatest reviews, but, I don't know, it got close. It was probably, like, somewhere close in Best Picture. Maybe it was number 12 or something like that. I mean, it did get PGA, and it almost got nominated for Screenplay, considering it got nominated everywhere for Screenplay, but, again, I'm not sure. But yeah, like, it is just going to feel very weird, like, not having Jesse Eisenberg play Mark Zuckerberg, because, again, it doesn't even feel like it would be a sequel at that point. Sorkin really needs to let someone else direct his scripts to shake things up. I don't think he's a bad director. But, like, you know, I do feel like, you know, The Social Network did have a very interesting sense of direction, almost like a thriller, that Aaron Sorkin probably couldn't have had. No, he's solid enough, but I feel the lack of Fincher would hurt this movie. I mean, yeah, I feel like at least it would visually hurt it, because it's not going to be as visually interesting. Because, again, the story of The Social Network 2 is very fascinating, because, yeah, it is crazy how much Facebook has changed over the years, and how, like, at this point, social media was kind of responsible for conservatives, you know, gaining so much power and becoming much more hateful than ever before. But yeah. What reality are we in where Fincher is doing a sequel and it's not Social Network 2? Yeah, he's doing a sequel, but it's not even a sequel to his own movie. It's kind of funny. Looking back on it, it was really weird how Challengers missed score. Reznor and Ross won 3 Oscars, including The Social Network and Soul. And Challengers is their most popular score. Wait. What do you mean 3 Oscars? They've only won 2 for Social Network and Soul. Because I can't really remember another time where they actually won an Oscar aside from those 2. Like, what's the 3rd Oscar coming from? Yeah, both Steve Jobs and Being the Ricardos had every precursor but missed the Oscars. It's kind of comedic. Yeah, Steve Jobs really should have been... Hell, I think it maybe should have won Best Adapted Screenplay. The screenplay for that movie was amazing. Yeah, Jobs even won the Globe for screenplay. Yeah. Easty says typo. I meant to type 2. Oh, okay. Yeah, Steve Jobs is, like, so well written. Ironically enough, the one thing I didn't like about Steve Jobs, like, everything else about it is amazing, but the one thing I didn't like about it was Michael Fassbender as Steve Jobs. I never really bought him in the role. I never actually bought him as Steve Jobs. What the hell? What happened? What happened? What? Oh, Beastie! Oh wait, that's a member message. That's a member message, I think. That's not you. Like, that's not you renewing your membership, I'm assuming. Unless it is a renewing membership thing. I mean, if it is, hey, thanks. Also, 7 months. God damn, that's awesome. Thank you, Easty. And remember, once you hit 12 months, there's one thing I want to point out. Oh, it's not a renew? I don't know how it works. Remember, Easty, and anyone else who is also a member right now, once you hit 12 months in your membership, you become a pickle. You will become a pickle. You get pickle status. We all want to be a pickle. I mean, am I wrong? We all want to be a pickle. Once you've hit a year of being a Hannahcast member, you yourself will become a pickle. I think everyone loves that. Everyone loves to be a pickle. But yeah. Let's see. Looking. What? Margot Robbie has officially been confirmed to produce and star in Attack of the 50-Foot. No, you can't be serious. No, what? Oh God. Oh God, no. Not really because of her acting or anything. She's great. That's fine. I like Tim Burton as a director. Horny Twitter is going to be all over this. It's going to be a fucking nightmare. I'm scared to read the replies of this. I'm scared. Cause you know there's going to be people that are going to be like, oh, I hope she eats me or something like that. God, no. Am I canceled the 11th month then? No! God, people, oh God, I don't want to, we're not going to talk about this. We're not, really. We're not going to talk about Margot Robbie playing the 50-foot woman. I'm scared. I'm scared of what horny Twitter is going to be saying. It's going to be a nightmare leading up to this film. Do you like Attack of the 50-Foot Woman news? I mean, I don't really have an attachment to I've never even seen the film. I mean, it looks kind of like silly. But obviously, I like Tim Burton as a director. I think Margot Robbie's great. I think they might make something cool out of it. I don't know. I'm not really attached to the story, really. I'm just scared of what horny Twitter's going to say about this. Okay, I remember when She-Hulk, when She-Hulk was coming out. And look, I like the She-Hulk series. But the fans were so horny though, and also the last Resident Evil game, everyone was like, "Oh yeah, the lady vampire, yeah, sit on me," or just something. They're gonna be like, you thought the Resident Evil vampire lady, like horny Twitter, was going to be insufferable. Imagine this. This is going to be worse. Especially with Margot Robbie playing her. Like, this is what... honestly, for horny Twitter, this is like their dream casting. They wanted this to happen. They want this to happen, and they're gonna be like, yeah. It's gonna be bad. I mean, not the movie. I don't know if again, maybe the movie's gonna be good. Who knows? But the internet is gonna be insufferable for a while. It's gonna be absolutely vile. Ah, shit. It's gonna be. It's X, not Twitter. Oh, sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry that I dead named Twitter. Oh, I'm so sorry, Elon Musk. Please forgive me. Oh, what am I gonna do? Oh, I'm so sorry. But yeah, oh god. Let's move on to another subject that is not going to. I mean, then again, I don't like. Let's move on to another subject that is, hopefully not going to, you know, deal with. That's hopefully not going to deal with horny stands, even though there's probably some fucked up people that are going to find this to be horny as well. I don't know. But yeah, remember K-Pop Demon Hunters? Well, apparently Netflix has seen how successful this movie was, so much so that they are considering a live-action remake. Like, now? What are we doing? Like, now? Like, what? This is insane. It's like, why are we thinking about doing a live-action remake now? It's like, even Moana, when Moana was announced for like a live-action remake, I was like, is it really? It seems too soon to do this. And now it's like K-Pop Demon Hunters. Literally, it just premiered like a couple months ago, and it's like, we gotta have a remake now. And it's like, hold your horses. Give it at least 10 years. God damn, man. Really? But again, I will say the fact that Netflix is like really latching on to K-Pop Demon Hunters, it really makes me wonder if they really will try to shove this in for like Best Animated Feature at the Oscars. We'll have to see. What was the problem with the last subject? What? I'm not sure what you're saying. I tried to like K-Pop Demon Hunters, but after 30 minutes I wasn't vibing with it, so I gave up on it. Ah, man, that sucks. And see, that's why I'm saying people are not. That's why I don't think it's going to get nominated for Best Animated Feature, because people are going to give up on it. This is exactly why everyone is predicting it in Best Animated Feature. The year is 2595. Humanity has been wiped off the face of the earth. All remnants of human culture are gone. DreamWorks releases an animated remake of the live-action remake of Shrek 5. Oh, man. Wait, why did you delete it? Mandalorian, why did you wait. Why did you delete that comment? It's funny. That was a funny comment, Mando. It's still there. It's weird. It disappeared on my little board right here on the dashboard. It's strange. Could the sequels get nominated for animated feature? If this one does, then sure. I'm very curious as to, man, again, nothing would make me happier than for them to like open the envelope for Best Animated Feature, and, you know, for them to open the envelope for Best Animated Feature and read off K-Pop Demon Hunters. Because that movie's so freaking good. It's so good. I am scared, though. I'm just scared the Oscars aren't going to embrace it. But I'm hoping that the, you know, I'm hoping that... I am hoping that, you know, they will watch it and stuff. But yeah, how much time do we have left on the super chat goal as of now? Okay, the super chat goal ends in 51 minutes. Can we get in there? Can we get in there? Oh my god. Country angel hunters. Oh my god. And like they did honestly, like I just realized what you're saying is like the country guys are evil. Like, they're just, like, out there being, like, really racist and stuff, and they're being homophobic, and it's like, like, they're evil, and eventually, like, the K-pop Demon Hunters have to fight the country angel hunters. Oh my god. Honestly, wouldn't it be kind of funny if, like, country angel hunters, like, the angels looked like the biblically accurate angels where it looks like some weird eye with wings, like, brrr. That'd be kind of funny. But yeah, I don't know how to feel about this. I mean, it is just kind of weird that they're doing they're thinking about doing a live-action remake of K-pop Demon Hunters this soon. But I don't know, we'll have to see. This is interesting. Let's take a look at this. Casting for the new X-Men movie is getting ready to start. The MCU is getting ready to introduce the X-Men. And if this source is correct, they're looking to introduce younger talent rather than A-listers to keep the cost down. I think they're still going to probably, like, have, like, very well-known actors playing Charles Xavier and Magneto or whatever. But, I mean, it makes sense to build up your stars for X-Men. I'm very curious as to what the post-Secret Wars MCU will look like. Because, like, one thing that is very integral to the X-Men, in my opinion, is having that history of the X-Men, you know? Having that long history. Like, the mutants have been around for literally thousands of years and have faced so much persecution over the years. I feel like that's very important. I feel like it's really, really important to do that. Like, to actually have that history with the mutants. And I'm hoping what this does is that, you know, because it looks like from the MCU, I mean, obviously, you know, with, you know, them bringing in the X-Men cast, it seems like they're doing something that I feel like is good, which is introducing the concept of mutants, but then but the whole X-Men thing, like the mutant history, that's in another universe that has established that history, and then eventually, and what my guess is that in Secret Wars they're going to somehow, like, combine these universes in a way where it's like you get some of the MCU characters that we've known, but it's also mixed in with this world now that we have, like, where we do have a history of mutants. They'll probably bring Hugh Jackman back till he's 90. I think they're going to bring him back for, like, Avengers Secret Wars. God. I mean, if they're bringing back the classic X-Men, I think what they're going to do for Secret Wars is that they're going to bring back the classic X-Men. They're going to bring back, you know, they're going to bring in, like, Deadpool and Wolverine. And I think they're going to bring in, honestly, I think even Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield could come back. Like, we're going to see, like, a full history of all these, you know, Marvel characters over the years appearing in Avengers Secret Wars. I think that's ultimately what's going to happen. I'll watch if the Backyardigans were involved. I mean, that is true. You didn't think of it? Or Castaways. Wait, no. No, I can get this right. Castaways. We are castaways. Ahoy, ahoy. Ahoy. Okay, no, okay, I can't go high. Let's say, castaways. We are castaways. Ahoy there, ahoy. We are castaways. We've been out at sea in a shining ship. The rain began to rain and the wind began to whip. But yeah. There's no point in bringing Deadpool back if he's in a PG-13 movie. I think you could maybe, if he's like, because here's the thing, if he's going to be in an Avengers movie, he's not going to have, you know, he's not going to have a lot of screen time. Like, especially if everyone's going to have screen time. He's probably going to have, like, very little screen time. And I think maybe what they could do is that they give him, like, one F-bomb and, like, maybe, like, make jokes about censorship, like he gets bleeped out or something like that, or like maybe he just whenever he shows up on screen, he gets bleeped out. Like his him saying fuck gets bleeped out, but then the last part he just like takes the bar, breaks it, and just goes fuck or something like that. I don't know. After watching Thunderbolts, I think Jake Schreier is a great choice to direct X-Men. I need to watch this. I'm actually watching Thunderbolts tonight. I'm gonna try. I usually don't try to watch the X-Men movies. They're all depressive. I don't think they're all depressing. I think X-Men Days of Future Past is a very uplifting, X-Men movie. At least, in my opinion. But yeah, I really, really am wondering how many, again, if they're going to bring back the old X-Men cast, I'm really wondering how far they will go. If they're just doing that for Avengers Doomsday, I'm fascinated as to, how far they're going to go for Secret Wars. I thought Ryan Reynolds said he was done playing Deadpool. I don't think anything was said about that. No, I think he did say that he's not going to play another comic book character again after he plays Deadpool, but he'll play... It seems like he's still comfortable playing Deadpool. The Backyardigans comment was meant for the K-Pop Demon Hunters. I forgot I have a 2-minute lag. Oh, okay. Ryan Reynolds met with Kevin Feige recently, so apparently he's still going to be playing him probably. Yeah, I don't see any reason why he wouldn't still play Deadpool. I think they're going to keep him around for a bit. But yeah, guys. Any other further comments on, what we think the MCU X-Men could look like? Or I'm not in terms of what they will look like, but how things could shake up after Secret Wars and how the whole because I'm willing to bet that they're going to call the next saga of the MCU the Mutant Saga. We had the Infinity Saga, the Multiverse Saga, and I think the next one's going to be the Mutant Saga. It just makes a lot of sense for me. How much longer do we have for the Super Chats? Because we still only have one. We have 43 minutes. Can we make it? Can we make it to 5? We haven't even got another Super Chat. No! We need another Super Chat. We're running out of time. Honestly, the MCU needs to go on a 3 to 5 year break after Secret Wars. Maybe not 5 years, but I would say maybe give it a couple of years to build up goodwill again. I mean, as long as they stick the landing, there's going to be goodwill, but at least take a little bit of a breather to figure things out. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. I'd say they could probably, like I said, they probably could take a break. But again, I'm just really hoping all this works out. Because, again, it just feels like the Multiverse Saga, they just had no idea what they were doing. At least in terms of the plan. It's like they had a plan, they abandoned it, but they also had way too many projects going on at once, so they couldn't supervise what plan that they had properly. And that's why I'm going to try to do a video called, fixing, if I could fix the Multiverse Saga, Will you play Wolverine? Oh, I'm not. I'm too fat to play Wolverine. The MCU needs to end after Secret Wars. Maybe one more Superman and Deadpool movie. What? When do you think that will be out? I'm looking forward to it. Are you talking about, Are you talking about, the X-Men movie? I'm not sure when X-Men will come out. If they're talking about directors now, it could probably come somewhat. Oh, your MCU video. Or my MCU video, I should say. I'm not sure. I want to maybe say at least till I can watch Fantastic Four. But then again, I don't know. Maybe I don't need to watch Fantastic Four because, like, it just kind of seems like it's... With the way that I've been structuring the MCU multiverse saga, it feels like, you know... it feels like I wouldn't need to change much anyway from Fantastic Four. So maybe I don't need to see it. Maybe I could just watch, like, finish Thunderbolts and figure all that out. So we'll have to see. February 2028 is Black Panther 3 after Secret Wars. Oh, I don't think it's been announced officially, but I mean, that'd be cool. Oh, Spider-Man? Oh, Spider-Man and Deadpool movie. I think the MCU could go on. It's just, I feel like they need to get their shit together, you know? I feel like they need to, like, really focus and just do less projects. Like, for me, again, I'll explain this later on, but I feel like there should be, like they don't need to be doing, like, 9 projects a year. They don't need to be doing that. Do you see anything when I click on the hearts? I think I do, actually. I think I do, like, see the hearts. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, I see the hearts. Yeah, the hearts are fun. But yeah, guys. Yeah. Let's move on to the next subject, alright? This is one where I'm kind of like, huh? What? Again, I'm not really upset over it, but I'm just kind of like, huh? Like, I don't know how to feel about this. It's just like, what? Now... I don't know if you kids know what the Pink Panther is. What? Hello? Are we back? It looked like the whole system glitched. Everything okay? Hello? Yeah. I can see some of the chats. Yo. Hello, EastVR, I could see you. Hello, AG, I could see you. Did everything... are you able to hear me? Are you able to see me? Because my system... Like, OBS glitched out on me for a second. I want to make sure everything's okay. No, we can't hear you. Okay, well, you answer my question, so hee. But yeah. Let me look. Let me just try to find... Let me just try to find it. Okay, yeah. Apparently, this is just kind of random, but apparently they're getting ready to do a new Pink Panther film, and Eddie Murphy is playing Inspector Closeau. I'm like, the Pink Panther? Do people really care about the Pink Panther nowadays? I'm like, what? You phased out for a second. Oh, okay. Okay. It looks like we might be a little bit behind, but yeah. Make sure you're the little the little bar and see if you're watching this live and it's not like back by this a bit. But yeah, I don't know. I'm worried about this for Eddie. Yeah, this is a very like what? Like a Pink Panther film. I mean, I will say, like, I mean, I think the Pink. I mean, I've never seen the original Pink Panther movies, but I do remember, like, I think they were like pretty well acclaimed. But then there was also the Steve Martin ones, and those were not acclaimed. But and also, just Eddie Murphy is like, I mean, maybe this is going to be a very different Inspector Closeau than usually. But I mean, God, although I'm not going to lie, I really do like the Pink Panther theme, like that. Like I do really like the Pink Panther theme. This movie will probably flop unless it has a Minecraft marketing strategy. It's from the director of the Sonic franchise. Okay, whoa, Jeff Fowler? Okay. But I doubt that alone will bring much people in. I mean, he's a pretty damn good filmmaker. I mean, and look, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is the best video game movie ever made. Like, those movies actually managed to get better with each installment. So, I'm interested. Okay. Huh. I've only watched the very first movie, which is amazing, and the two Steve Martin films, which I was too young to remember. Yeah, I remember, like, in the trailers, like, Steve Martin was like, I'm Belgel. And then there was, like, a hamburger. It's like, I'm Belgel. Really trying to play up the hammy French accent. I wonder if Eddie Murphy's going to try the French accent. I don't know. It'd be kind of funny. The OG ones, for the most part, are great, but the Steve Martin ones were pretty bad. So... yeah, people don't really like the Pink Panther remake movies. But yeah, I don't know. This is just odd. This is just strange to me, you know? But yeah, I guess you're still alive, Senior Hannah. Hello, Annie Rude. It's better to be closer to your distant, closer ones than your closest, closer ones. What? What are we talking about? What? Gran Turismo is another video game movie I really enjoyed. I don't think Gran Turismo counts. And here's why I don't think the movie counts as a video game movie. Because it's not based on the video game. It's based on a true story that involved the video game. Like, for me, when I'm talking about, like, a video game movie, I'm talking about, like, you know, movie adaptations of video game properties. And it's not really an adaptation of video game properties. It's basically a biopic about someone who played Gran Turismo. What is your most recent Best Picture winner that you haven't seen yet? Most recent Best Picture winner that I haven't seen yet? I guess Slumdog Millionaire, I think. Slumdog Millionaire is like the most recent. Like, I have actually gone back and watched all the Best Picture winners from the 2010s. At least a few years ago I did. But there are still some from the 2000s that I need to catch up on. I have seen The Hurt Locker. I actually don't remember exactly what I thought of The Hurt Locker. It didn't really leave a big impact on me. But the last one I would say would be, like, you know, I've not seen Slumdog Millionaire. I haven't seen Anora. Good. Keep it that way. Never watch Anora. Do you think this will be animated or live action? I'm going to assume it's live action, especially if Jeff Fowler's directing it. Rotten Tomatoes has Gran Turismo in their best video game movies ranking. Well, Rotten Tomatoes is wrong because it's not like it's so not a video game movie. It's like they're cheating. They're cheating because the thing is, like, they're cheating because it's not a real video game movie. It's a biopic about someone who played the game. Wait, and also Gran Turismo is ranked #1 in their video game movies list? Like, I need to know, like, when that list was made, because Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is easily ahead of of Gran Turismo right now. That's your opinion, but it's not my. Like, why are we talking about opinions? Like it's an object. It's not really an opinion that Gran Turismo is not a video game movie. It's an objective fact. It's not a video game movie. It's not based on the actual video game. It's based on a true story of a guy who played the video game. It's not an adaptation of the game. That's not really an opinion. That's just objective fact. It's not a video game adaptation. If there were a biopic about your life, which actor would you want to play you? I guess Wagner Moura, considering everyone says I look like him, even though he's like nearly twice my age. Jai Ho is a great song. Even if you don't see Slumdog Millionaire, listen to Jai Ho. I mean, I do plan on seeing the movie, so yeah. It's technically still considered a video game movie, but no, though it's not. But the thing is, it's not a video game movie. You know, it's like, I mean, Rotten Tomatoes can say whatever it is. It could say whatever, but they're wrong. Though they're just wrong. It's not a video game movie. It's a movie based on a guy who played Gran Turismo. Wagner Moura is 49, so if he's twice your age, you must be 24 or 25. I'm 26, so that's not far off. He's probably like, actually, wait, hold on a second. Let me look this up. Okay, so if he's 49 years old, then he's literally old enough to be my dad. Even though it wouldn't make sense because I'm not Latino, but still. But yeah, I don't know how to feel about the Pink Panther. That's very strange. It looks like it's going to be a very strange film. Again, I'm hoping it's good. I mean, again, Jeff Fowler did a great job with the Sonic movies, and I feel like, you know, considering those movies just got better with every installment, I'm like, hell yeah, let's go. And I mean, we'll probably also talk about let's talk about our last subject of the day, which is Spider-Man Brand New Day. And there's a lot of news that came out today because apparently it's Spider-Man Day. It's Spider-Man Day. But yeah, guys. Let's take, hold on, let me find it. Let me try to 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 find it. Uh-oh. But yeah. Let's take a look at this, shall we? Apparently, we have our first look at the suit for Spider-Man Brand New Day. And it is going to include raised webbing. Like how the Raimi suit had, or the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit had. Like, holy shit, we're actually getting raised texture! Suit texture, finally! Like, I know a lot of people really love the new Spider-Man, you know, Tom Holland suits. I'm not gonna lie, I was never really the biggest fan of them, because I feel like they were way too smooth, and I like having texture. It's weird, the lack of texture kind of made the effects look worse. Whereas here, it's like, you know, even with the Amazing Spider-Man 1 suit, like, sure, it didn't have raised webbing, but there was a lot of texture in the suit. And it was able to feel a little bit more tangible. And with the newer Spider-Man suits, I just didn't get that with the Tom Holland suits for the most part. It's like, you know, yeah. But here, it's like we're actually getting raised webbing. I kind of like this. Hulk. Oh yeah, don't worry. We're gonna talk about Hulk as well. So they aren't sticking with the suit at the end of No Way Home. I think what I'm thinking is going to happen is that he's going to have the suit at first, but later on he creates a better suit, this suit, And again, I'm really excited. I'm thinking he might be even a little bit more inspired by, you know, the other two Peters, you know? Honestly, I would love a story about Peter trying to help this universe's Harry Osborn and prevent him from becoming like his AU father, that maybe we could have a good Green Goblin for once. It's interesting. I'm not sure if they will introduce Norman Osborn in this universe, because Norman Osborn's a billionaire. And it'd be kind of weird if he just didn't exist up until now. Unless, you know, Norman Osborn did exist, but he was just never in New York. And now he shows up in New York, and now Peter goes, "Oh no, I know where this guy's story goes." Shit. That actually would be kind of interesting if they went that angle where they did introduce Norman Osborn, and Peter knows in the back of his mind where this guy eventually goes, and he's kind of ahead of the game, and he's always being suspicious. I kind of would be interested in that. That'd be kind of cool. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of wondering, because I think one of the casting calls was that they were looking for like an Asian American or like an Asian actor who is like middle-aged and stuff. And it makes me wonder if the villain of this film is going to be Mr. Negative. I'm kind of wondering if that's going to be the case. Maybe that's just me, but not. Maybe that's just me and it might not be comic faithful, but the idea of Green Goblin and Spider-Man working together is intriguing to me. Huh. I mean, I guess it depends on the context, but I'd be interested to see where that concept. I mean, especially with a character like Spider-Man, who's had so many different movies and so many different adaptations. It's like, go for something different. Let's see. Oscorp doesn't exist in the MCU. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It'd be kind of weird to have Norman Osborn show up. I don't really think they're going to do that. Unless, let's say, after Secret Wars, again, Secret Wars could change everything. To where, again, once you have all these different universes colliding in with each other, and it creates this whole brand new universe that does have, you know, the event, like some semblance of Avengers characters and Spider-Man characters and X-Men characters, and things are just so different. So maybe Secret Wars changes all that, and in this new Marvel Cinematic Universe, Oscorp does exist. But obviously that's not going to be this film. I'm going to assume that maybe the villains are going to be Mr. Negative and the Scorpion. Because since they did announce that the Scorpion is going to be a thing. Do you think Garfield and Maguire will come back, maybe in supporting roles? I don't think so. At least not in this film. I think they could come back for Secret Wars, but I don't think they're going to come back in this one. This one, probably not. I have to leave. Bye, Honora. Bye, Mainline Productions. Who do you think Sadie Sink and Liza Kalan-Zayas are playing? Also, Mr. Negative is in the set leaks. Ah, don't tell me that. Don't tell me the actual leaks for a movie like this. Come on now. Let's not do that in the future. But I think Sadie Sink... I don't know. I really do hope Sadie Sink is not playing Mary Jane Watson. Or then again, I don't know. Maybe? Actually, no. I hope she's not playing Mary Jane Watson. Because we already have an MJ character. I mean, and her last name is apparently Watson. If Peter does get a new love interest, I hope it's Gwen Stacy. You know? Because, like, I don't feel like we need to retread. Like, it's weird that we already kind of have, like, an MJ character, and then we're just, okay, we're going to do MJ again. We're just going to have another MJ. So I feel like if they're going to do, if they're going to do that now, I feel like, honestly, one of these two love interests, I feel like would be best. Either Gwen Stacy or Felicia Hardy. Or, is it Felicia Hardy? Black Cat? You know who. You know who. One of those two, sure. I don't think we need to retread MJ again, especially since, for all intents and purposes, Zendaya was already MJ, in a sense. Is this another multiverse story? I don't think so. I think they did say that this is going to be a street-level Spider-Man movie, which, yes! I hope, because here's the thing. One thing it's weird, because, like, even though I think No Way Home is the best of the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, I feel like the other two movies had the right idea, but like I feel like they had the right idea, but they kind of felt like MCU movies featuring Spider-Man in a way. Like the like even though I don't really care for the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, even though I don't really care for those films, they did feel very like they were street level films, but they still felt large. They felt larger than life with the whole filmmaking aspect of it. I do kind of wish we had that with the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, you know? I kind of wish we did have that. And I'm hoping this could be something different, but I don't know. Knowing the MCU, they're probably not going to do something like that, but I don't know. Are they planning a day trilogy? I don't know what they're going to do. Again, after Secret Wars, literally anything is possible. Genuinely. If they do end Secret Wars with like colliding the whole MCU and making like this sort of new, sort of familiar universe, like again, anything could literally happen. So I don't know. And let's take a look at some of the other news for Spider-Man Brand New Day. Yeah, one of which is that Mark Ruffalo is going to return as the Hulk in Spider-Man Brand New Day. I mean, you know, keeping in with the tradition of like having Marvel actors show up in these movies, like, you know, in Spider-Man, you know, Homecoming, they had Tony Stark. In Spider-Man Far From Home, they had Nick Fury, even though that wasn't Nick Fury, and that was a really stupid bait and switch, and I really hated that. And then, you know, Spider-Man No Way Home, they had Doctor Strange, and now they're doing Hulk. And what's interesting is that they said that Spider-Man, the Punisher... Oh, yeah, I forgot the Punisher was going to be in this one, too. Spider-Man, Punisher, and Hulk will all fight each other in Spider-Man Brand New Day. I wonder what... Wait, does this mean... This is what I'm wondering. Does this mean we're going to get Rage Hulk again? Like, is... Because I... Like, you know... Punisher's a loose cannon, so... Yeah... But I wonder if this means that Hulk is gonna go rageful again. I'm wondering if that's gonna happen. What Oscar nominations could this get? Probably just visual effects, but even then, I'm not sure if it will get into visual effects, because Spider-Man No Way Home was the only, you know, Spider-Man movie in that trilogy to get nominated, and I think a lot of that had to do with like the whole Doctor Strange stuff going on. So I'm not sure. It's either visual effects or bust, really. But it's also, like, not going to be a big story. But yeah, I am very curious about this film, and no, but yeah, Scorpion is back. Scorpion's back in this film. I'm very curious about this. Granted, I don't know that much about the Scorpion. The most I know about Scorpion is like, the Spider-Man, PS4 and PS5 games, but. Hey, I'm excited to see where this character goes. Yeah, we haven't even seen him as Scorpion yet. We just seen him as the guy. If they ever cast a new main Spider-Man, who do you want? That depends. I think. I'm just kind of good. Like, I don't really know exactly what their angle would go for. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I hope they move past the teenager thing. We don't need another teenage Spider-Man. We don't need to do that. No, if you're gonna do Peter Parker again, have it be a college student or something like that. Something like that. Good luck on them addressing Vulture being stuck in the Morbius verse now. I don't think they're gonna address it at all. I think they're not going to. I think they're just going to... Honestly, I would not even be surprised if Spider-Man Brand New Day just completely retconned that. Like, no, he's not in another multiverse. I think that would be really funny if they did that. Like, God, I didn't even think Morbius was that bad of a film. I thought it was, like, okay, but oh my God, that mid-credit, that post-credit scene was so awful. I was like, no, you're not trying to just blatantly do Sinister Six again. Come on, guys. Like, I get it. You want to do Sinister Six. You gotta do it more organically than this. Organic, like organic web series. But yeah. The character announcements are making this movie seem a little crowded. I'm not too concerned. As long as, Kevin Feige has his hand on the wheel, I think it'll be fine. And plus, look at Spider-Man, the Spider-Verse movies. They had a million characters in those movies, and they turned out just fine. Also, Spider-Man No Way Home had a bunch of characters as well, and they managed to balance the screen time perfectly. Destin Daniel Cretton is a terrific director. Shang-Chi is one of my favorite MCU movies. He did do that movie justice. Like, he did a very good job. But again, it's like, when it comes to the MCU, it's very tough because, like, it's usually not really the director's vision. It's usually Kevin Feige's vision. So, and I'm not really sure how much input, Cretton had over Shang-Chi as opposed to Kevin Feige. Because I know that Eternals was like the first film. Like, I do know that Eternals was like the first film that Kevin Feige went, oh yeah, I'm just gonna let the director do their own thing. And we all know how that turned out, so I don't know. I'm still waiting on Shang-Chi 2. When do you think we'll get it? It's insane! Like, guys, we've still not gotten Shang-Chi 2. Like, I get it. There's a lot of new characters, but it's like, and granted, even in my, restructuring video that I plan on doing of the MCU, like, there's only going to be one Shang-Chi movie in the multiverse saga, but you'll see why. But it's like, if you've already put out Shang-Chi this early, we should have gotten a sequel by now. Why is the first time we've seen Shang-Chi in the Shang-Chi movie in 2021, and we're not seeing him again until... Wait, I'm assuming... Wait, Avengers Doomsday. I think Avengers Doomsday is coming out next year. Yeah. In 2026. It's like, really, guys? Like, really? We haven't seen... We haven't even seen Shang-Chi from 2021 to 2026, like, not even in any, like, post-credit scenes or anything like that. Just, like, nothing? Just nothing at all? It said that Shang-Chi 2 is most likely canceled. I don't know if it's even been canceled, because it's like, it just feels like Marvel doesn't really know what they're doing right now. So we'll have to see. But yeah. I don't know, so if I'm not mistaken, the super chat goal ends in 12 minutes. 12 minutes? Can we get at least one more super chat? Do you think Shang-Chi will be a significant character in the upcoming Avengers movies? I think he has the chops to be the prominent figure of the team. I mean, he should be. I think Simu Liu actually has, like, the perfect makings of an MCU lead. I think he did a great job as Shang-Chi. I think he's honestly one of my favorite new protagonists. But they've just done nothing with him. They've done way too many projects. And it's like, oops, they got caught with their pants down. And it's like, they don't know what to do at this point. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. Could Deadpool make a joke about Jonathan Majors in Avengers Secret Wars or Doomsday? I don't know if they're going to do that. I don't know. That might be a little bit too real and relevant. I don't know. Funny how Simu Liu was able to be in $1 billion movie that wasn't a Marvel movie after Shang-Chi. Yeah, and he was great in Barbie. And again, showed great range there, because in Shang-Chi he played a really good hero. And in Barbie, he played like one of the funniest bullies I've seen in a long time. Like the whole, you know, I'm gonna beat you off scene is really funny, and the way he played it like so straight, like was just, again, it's just really funny. He's a really funny dude, and he's really charismatic. But again, they've just done nothing with him. Yeah, if Feige won't even say his name in an interview, I doubt they would make a joke about Majors. Yeah, especially considering what was going on with Jonathan Majors is like really serious bad stuff. I don't know if I can say it. You know, in case YouTube tries to like, you know, demonetize the video or whatever, or hide the video or suppress it, but the charges against Jonathan Majors were really, really serious. It's really serious stuff that he was charged for. So it's like, I don't know. Are we able to get one more super chat? That's the question. Can we? The goal ends in less than 10 minutes. Can we get one more super chat? We're not going to hit the 5, but here's hoping we can maybe get one more super chat for $1. Can we get one more super chat, please? But yeah, like, does anyone have anything else to say? I think once the goal ends, I might get ready to wrap things up. I mean, we're probably not going to hit 5 subs anyway. But, yeah. What are your thoughts on the South Park episode? Wait, South Park episode 2? Wait, the next episode of South Park is getting delayed? What? No way it's actually getting delayed. I didn't hear anything about that. I didn't hear anything about the episode getting delayed. To next week. I haven't seen anything about that. Also, didn't the second episode already air? For your consideration, did their Oscar predictions today and included F1 in them? Wait, are you talking about like the one that includes Jeff Snyder? Are you, no, not Jeff Snyder. Of course he would do it. Like, Jeff Snyder would absolutely do something like that. What would your ranking of the Netflix contenders from most to least likely for Best Picture be? Jay Kelly, Frankenstein, Ballad of a Small Player, Dynamite, Wake Up Dead Man, Train Dreams, Nouvelle Vague. Jay Kelly, Ballad of a Small Player, Frankenstein, or maybe like, no. Jay Kelly, Ballad of a Small Player, Wake Up Dead Man, Frankenstein, House of Dynamite. No, actually, wait, no, not House of Dynamite. Honestly, wait, no. Jay Kelly, The Ballad of a Small Player, or either. Okay, Jay Kelly's number 1. Number 2 could either be Ballad of a Small Player or Train Dreams, one of those two. Frankenstein. Oh, wait, no. Wake Up Dead Man, Frankenstein, Dynamite, Nouvelle Vague. Again, I don't know. Yes, and they had Sinners ranked 5th or 6th. Oh my god, how? It's gonna be a top tier Oscar contender. And they have F1 in? Again, Jeff Snyder would do this. Oh my god, Jeff Snyder is so fucking cringe. Oh my god. What would your reaction to if K-pop Demon Hunters got into Best Picture without any precursors? Well, I'd be okay. Well, for I'd be like, I'd be screaming, but I'd be like, I would be so happy if somehow that happened. You wouldn't like that. Would be like such like an insane shock. Honestly, that would be the biggest shock. Like that would actually top I'm Still Here in terms of Best Picture surprises. Because there's no way that would have gotten in. It's like what? But yeah. 5 minutes and 30 seconds until the goal ends. Yeah, we're not gonna hit the goal. But still, we got one super chat. We got one. That's pretty cool. What does the XP do exactly? What do you mean by XP? What? I'm not sure what you mean by XP. It says I have 150 XP here, and there's a ranking list of all the chats here. Yeah, I don't know. I think it maybe means like how much you've like interacted in the chat. I think. Like for example, EastEVR is like the top ranked chatter with like 225 points. I don't exactly know how it works. How come we didn't talk about weapons? Is 100% Rotten Tomatoes score? To be honest, I've not really seen that much. I don't know that much about weapons overall, to be honest, and I haven't really been like on the radar with that film as much as a lot of other people are. So that's kind of my thing, I think. Can you pull it up and tell me the average score, please? What do you mean I don't really know what the average score... It doesn't tell me anything about the average score. It just says where are the top fans. It's like there's no... wait, you're talking about... you're talking about, weapons. Alright, let's take a look at weapons. Okay, weapons still has a 100% so far. Even though it only has 17 reviews, so it's probably going to go down a bit. And right now it has 8.7 out of 10. But again, with 17 reviews, I think what that means is that they probably like picked like the critic, like they gave the early screenings to critics that were most likely going to like the film. So we'll have to see how it goes. But I mean, it's not a bad start. It's not a bad start, at least. We got 1 minute and 35 seconds. No, 100. Yeah, we got a minute and a minute and a half until the goal is finished. Oh. But you know what? We got one super chat. We did get one. That was good. Could Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson both get Critics' Choice noms? I don't see it. I don't see them getting nominated for the Critics' Choice Awards. Weapons. Are you going to eventually watch it? And did you watch Barbarian? No, I have not watched Barbarian, and maybe I might try to watch Weapons, but again, I'm trying to catch up with a lot of other movies. But yeah, guys, those are like that. That has been this installment of Hannahcast Movie News. Again, I'm going to try to pull out another video somewhat in the near future. Again, I want to try to get that MCU restructure video out, or at least film it and stuff, but we'll have to see. I've been trying to catch up on movies for 7 months. Oh, look! Easty! Wherever art thou, Easty? But yeah, guys. Yeah, that'll probably about do it for this installment. Thank you guys so much for watching. And be sure you hit that subscribe button. Because if you don't, we will never hit the goal in life.